morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me here. Today, we're going to be doing a short tutorial, and it's really hip pocket training. Hip pocket training meaning just right out of my pocket. It's not planned, but we're going to be talking just a little bit about iMovies. There were some questions yesterday online, and it prompted me to think about giving this little bit of value to some that might actually have this software if you're an Apple user, for example. So without further ado, you can see off to this side here, you can see iMovies is already open there. And if you go across the top, we can see My Media, which I have nothing in there yet, but we'll get to that. Audio, titles, background, transitions. I mean, this is a pretty robust, with just alone without adding any other integration, such as using Canva potentially, or I heard GarageBand. I was following the same string of comments on Facebook, and Marty from Footies and Task Force 214 was talking about GarageBand. So that's another thing that you can integrate into this. So without further ado, I'll just kind of get right into this. And this is really meant to be less than a 10-minute block of instruction. So very down and dirty. So let's get going here, right? So the first thing you're going to need, obviously, is some video. So I'm actually going to drag some video on there. Let's see if you could see that. You could see me dragging it. So you could drag it, or you could actually go to the top. There's a button here for importing. I believe this is the one right here. And so you can import it from these various locations. You could even create, and I'm not sure if you can see this or not. As you hit that import button, you can actually import from your camera. You can import from your devices or from your desktop if you have the video already generated. In this case, I already have the video, so I'm not going to worry about importing it. But just to remind you, right here, this is the import button. But with Apple, it's very easy. You can just click and drag there, making it simple. So here we go. I have this little promo video. And
welcome everybody to the Today I Decide Mental Health Social Science,
which is really cool. And from here, if I wanted to, let's say I had other video, which in this case, I will have some other video, I can just quickly drop it into the video down there, as you can see. And if you have any questions after this, because this is kind of very quick, some of it might be lost in translation. You can reach out to me for sure. And here is, and I'm just kind of randomly putting this together. Here's another thing that I've thrown on there. So this is what it looks like. So I've clicked and dragged these three things together. No real special editing here. And there's no music or anything yet. And you can kind of see there, and it goes right.
Welcome everybody to the Today I Decide Mental Health Social Summit. I wanted to bring on and thank.
All right, so that kind of shows you the click and dropping piece of that. Now, if you want to do audio, you just simply click on audio. You would pick the music that you wanted. Let's look for something that'll kind of pump us up this morning. Of course, make sure that you are actually, this isn't copyrighted if you're using it out there commercially, for example. So it's as easy as selecting the song there, and then you're clicking and dragging it down here. And that's as long as it goes. It goes 3 minutes. My videos and stuff are a little bit longer. Now, having said that, what's really cool is if you wanted to shave down, like let's say this video, 7 seconds you wanted to shave down, you're just clicking and dragging and you're editing. Now, what if you wanted to take little sound bites? And of course, this is a little bit work intensive, but what you could actually do is, or you wanted to have like a little break in the midpoint, you could just click the video, click another video, same video in there. And that way you could have, if you wanted to edit this down, let's say to the last, minute 12, then you can shave this down a little bit. So you're just getting the front end, and then there could be a break in between, if that makes sense. So you can definitely very easily, it's just a matter of being patient, kind of going in there, and you can edit, the little snippets of the video. Now, getting to the music piece of it. So let's go back here.
Welcome everybody to the Today.
Well, that's kind of annoying. The music's too loud. So what you could do here is click these top buttons here, have a lot of functionality and for that particular frame. And you can kind of go in here and play with different things. You can crop, you can add logos, stabilize, and volume. Lower volume of other clips. Well, yes, because there's music. So we definitely want to do that. And over here, we're going to do the same on this one. We're going to lower it. And you can adjust the audio. Excuse me. You can adjust the audio of it, and here we go. We're gonna watch this real quick.
Welcome everybody to the Today I Decide Mental Health Social Summit. I wanted to bring on and thank with everything in my heart to my wonderful and amazing friend Kendall Paulson with Purpose Driven Life Coach.
And that might be too loud, so then you can go back here and you can adjust. That volume for that clip, and we'll just do it like really low. Let's see how that
She is our headline sponsor, and I can sit here and thank her for days and days. But Kendall, please, what you do and why you decided to support our event.
And you can adjust that there.
Let me just start out by saying,
and over here you can actually adjust that sound too. So let's make that a little bit lower. And as you can see, this is just really you're just kind of playing around with the buttons there.
With everything in my heart to my wonderful and amazing friend Kendall Paulson with Purpose Driven Life Coach. She is our headline sponsor, and
there you can see it's now it's like really days and days. It's lower. Kendall, please, it's just kind of in the background, and you can play with that, depending on how you want that to. If you want to layer music with what's going on in the background,
was because of you.
So
and you are
that's just gonna, you'll have to figure out whether or not you want to do something.
I'm so impressed
like
by
that.
you every time I hear what.
So I was talking over Kindle and Annette, but the bottom line is you have to determine, you'll determine how you want to layer the music with the video or the audio, if there's some additional audio or something that you want to add to it. But this is just a very basic class on iMovies, just to show you some robustness. I mean, you can see here, like you can use, not only can you use, different video clips, but you can also create stuff in this in particular. I created off of Canva. So this is a Canva creation right here, and we're able to integrate it, really beautiful integration into your video. So this kind of builds on the last class that I had here, where we were talking about Canva, 101, and some of the power of that app. Well, now you can take some of that Canva that you've built, some of that content that you might be building for social media, and now you can integrate it into a movie. Now you could maybe put some music background if you didn't already do that with Canva, or you can add some video clip to it as well. So let's just take a look here and we'll wrap this up. I'm going to edit this down like just crazy, just like very short. And actually, I'll just even take this one off. And the point is just to create a very usable short video. And we'll just take the first 4 seconds of this video. And now we'll take a look at it. Let's actually move this back. And then you can actually adjust how it fades out as well, the sound. So much functionality in this, really. The best way to really do this is not to watch it on a quick tutorial with Ryan, but to get out there and actually play with this. But here we go.
Welcome everybody to the Today I Decide mental.
But that it's kind of crazy example there. You know, we're all over the place on there, but just to show you some of the different capabilities of the video. And then lastly, saving it is super. Oh, let me show you something actually. This is probably something that a lot of people would want to know. And here I am, I'm dropping an image over the video, and you're going up here to this little box here. And in this case, I'm going to put picture in picture. I'm dissolving the dissolve here. I'm going to put this at 0. And then I'm going to go over here, crop to fit. Up. And here it is. Let's just say you had a logo. You can actually adjust this however you want it to look, and you can put it in your video. And you'd simply go down here, you stretch it across if you want it throughout, and now your logo is on there. Just quick, down and dirty, that's just so you could see that as well. And then going up here, hopefully you can see this. Yeah, you can. Above the panda head on the right hand side, you can see my mouse moving there, and that actually is a save button. Unfortunately, my panda logo is, let's take the panda off for a second. Let's take the panda off so you guys can see this. Let's see. And yes, I am using StreamYard. Okay, so why is that not showing up? Okay, anyways, it's not showing up here just because of the screen sharing, one screen. So the options are email, YouTube, and Facebook, save current frame, or export videos. So you have a lot of different saving options there, and then you're able to click on it and save that option. I'm not going to do that for this particular show, but just to tell you that they are there, and then you'll save that, and then you can use it for social media content or putting it onto your website or whatever particular thing you're looking to do for your video project. All right, I went way over. I went about 4 minutes over time, and I want to thank you for joining me here. This was just a very, very, very down and dirty. That's why I called it iMovie 100, because it's not even one. It might not even be the 100 class. It might be the 99 class, really. But this is just a very basics on making your iMovie. And have a very nice day. Thank you for joining me, and take care. If you have any questions, please reach out to me either here on comments or send me a note on Facebook. Take care.